Let's be honest, you're great at attracting men, but keeping them consistently invested feels impossible. Here is what nobody's telling you. If you're still using the same dating strategies you've always used, you're setting yourself up for more disappointment. As a relationship psychotherapist, I'm going to show you why you need a completely different approach to find lasting love. And stick around because what I'm about to share completely transformed how my successful clients approach dating. By the end of this video, you will discover the exact mindset shifts that took one of my clients from questioning her worth to having multiple quality men pursue her consistently. This is the same approach that's helping my clients transform their entire dating experience. You probably hear things like put yourself out there, be open, cheerful, hopeful, and your time will come. I don't have to imagine how frustrating this feels. I've been there myself, and I'm a therapist. I should have known better than to listen to outdated dating advice that keeps women and really all people in a disempowered position. Like, just make yourself pretty and wait to be picked like a flower. Seriously? Let me paint a picture of what happens when we keep using outdated dating strategies. Now, pay close attention to this pattern because understanding it will save you months of dating frustration. You meet someone new, the connection feels different this time. He's consistent, attentive, seems genuinely interested in building something real. Your friends even notice how happy you are. Finally, you think this could be it. But then the familiar pattern starts. His daily messages become sporadic, the intentional dates turn into casual hangouts. The man who pursued you starts pulling back. You've left wondering what you did wrong again. Each time this happens, something shifts inside you. You become more guarded with your heart. Trust feels harder to give. Hope starts feeling naive. You start abandoning your standards and boundaries in fear of winding up alone, accepting breadcrumbs. Dating begins to feel like a second job, and you're ready to give up or to settle for someone you don't really like. And here is the most frustrating part. You're doing everything right. Working on yourself, going to therapy, reading relationship books, putting yourself out there, staying optimistic despite disappointments, and hoping that the next time things will be different. And you keep going. I'm impressed with your resilience and the deep desire to meet someone worthy of your heart. Your biggest desire is to love fully, freely, without reservations. You have a big heart, and I agree. If you're gonna love, why not love with all your heart? But here is something serious. You need to stop relying on the same old strategies. They haven't worked. Why would you rely on hope only when you can have a solid strategy to meet the love of your life in just 6 months? It's like trying to build a house with broken tools. Think about it. Would you use the same strategies in your career that you used in your first job? Would you manage your finances like you did in college? Of course not, yet somehow you're expected to find mature, lasting love using the same dating approaches you've used when you were 16. The result? Each disappointment adds another layer of jadedness. Each almost relationship makes you question your judgment. And slowly, that natural optimism about love turns into protective cynicism. I've seen it in so many women. Add childhood emotional trauma to all this negative dating experience. No wonder why so many women repeat the same mistakes. Wanna hear something exciting? You don't have to heal completely before dating or choose between protecting your heart and finding love. And God forbid that I tell you to settle down with someone that's not right for you. You don't need to accept breadcrumbs from people that don't know what they want. You can have your cake and eat it too. In other words, you're supposed to be happy in your relationship, feel secure, excited, and certain about the future together. Is that too much to ask? I'd say no. That's the goal of creating a secure, healthy relationship. To get there, you need a method that can help you heal while actively dating, positioning yourself in the ways that attract consistent pursuit from quality men naturally without pushing and guessing where you stand. You also need courting strategies that lead to commitment and communication that builds secure attachment progressively. This is exactly why I created the Secure Love Creator program. It's built on revolutionary understanding that you can acquire secure attachment in a good relationship. In addition, your self confidence drastically increases once you start seeing first positive outcomes of the new strategies. We create custom courting strategies and a profile that will naturally attract commitment ready partners just for you. Ultimately, you need to know that healing in secure attachment can only happen in the context of a relationship. This is something that we provide in our program. I have extensive training and practice in treating attachment trauma, and we have a beautiful community of women who are there for each other. We sort of strengthen you to get out there and meet people. In addition, we will provide you with safe space and feedback on your dating, communication, and self esteem patterns. Yes, good strategies can be nice, but if you don't have personal direct feedback, strategies themselves can fall flat. This is why I love to know what goes on in your dating life so we can address things as they come. Think of it like upgrading from random dating to strategic connection building. Let me share what's actually possible when you approach love strategically. I watched hundreds of women transform their love lives using this approach, and their stories might surprise you. Take Linda, for example. She was exactly where you might be now. Successful in her career, great at attracting quality men initially, but exhausted of emotional roller coaster, of exciting beginnings where you feel on top of the world, just to find yourself feeling frustrated and confused about where you stand with him. Ooh, let's not ever do this again. Linda started believing that something is wrong with her because she's successful. She started believing that men don't like successful women. After assessing Linda's needs, we worked on changing how she positions herself. She was mind blown how a simple tweak in the way she thinks about dating can give her so much power. Instead of worrying about being chosen, Linda flipped the script. She started approaching dating like a CEO, interviewing for a key position, curious about who could actually meet her relationship standards. In other words, Linda embraced the empowering position of someone who's making choices instead of hoping someone will pick her. Let me tell you, if you do just this, you'll see so much difference in how you enjoy dating. We also created a personalized dating profile for Linda. She started receiving so many messages, and most of them were from quality, commitment minded men. Within 3 months of implementing courting strategies I taught her, everything shifted. The same woman who was tired of inconsistent men who don't know what they want now had multiple quality men actively pursuing her. But more importantly, she knew exactly how to identify who was truly relationship ready. She took her time dating more people, although she wanted to give up and enjoy exclusivity with Jason, her current partner. Linda's strategic approach paid off in the most beautiful way. Instead of rushing into exclusivity, she created space for real connection to grow. Jason respected her process so much that he was happy to wait while she made her choice. This actually made him feel safer to open his heart fully to her. In her previous relationships, Linda would push her partners to make up their minds, which caused them to withdraw even more. Linda is not the only one. I've watched women transform from anxious about texts to confident in connections, confused about mixed signals to being clear and certain about men's intentions, settling for breadcrumbs to receiving consistent pursuit and reassurance, afraid of being too much to being cherished and celebrated day after day by their partners. The most beautiful part, they didn't have to compromise standards, play games, or manipulate, hide their success, or pretend to be someone else. These are not the ways to find love in the next year. And here is what makes this different. These aren't just lucky stories. These transformations happen through strategic, intentional approach that any successful woman can implement. This year can be different. Instead of hoping each new connection will be different, trying harder with strategies that don't work, becoming more guarded with each disappointment, or settling for breadcrumbs and emotional roller coasters, you can date with clear intention and strategy, attracting men who pursue you consistently while building secure attachment and creating lasting love. If you're ready to make 2025 the year you find real love, I invite you to watch my free masterclass, Meet the One. You'll discover why traditional dating advice fails successful women, the exact framework for attracting consistent pursuit, how to heal while actively dating, and strategies that create lasting commitment. Don't let another year pass using strategies that don't serve you. Click the link in the description to watch the masterclass and comment below what's your biggest hope for love in 2025. This is your year for lasting love. Let me show you how. Share this video. Let's create a happy, secure world, one woman, one man, one child at a time.